Hi everybody, this is Katie here, and welcome to a speed build of me building my real house in The Sims. You can see here I'm starting with just trying to get the correct shape of the house, trying to get the sizes right. I've built in the hallway and then the dining room. Right now I'm trying to get the bedrooms and stuff in, and I played around with it for a little while, just trying to get the right shape and size. The bedroom's there. And then that's the kitchen. Oh, I paused for a second. Okay, this is when I realized that I'd actually made the dining room way too small. And so I had to do some rebuilding there to try and fix that. Added on some bathrooms. It was a little difficult because, obviously, what the layout of your house is. But trying to build it is, having to think about, especially sizing it in the Sims. Trying to figure out, how big it needs to be is kind of difficult. Adding the porches on. I moved the house back at some point because right now it's really close to the road. But that gets fixed eventually. You're looking at the house, it's kind of a weird shape, to be honest. It's kind of strange. Because it was actually this, there's a part, the garage and stuff was added on later. And so before, I guess it was just a rectangle. But I'm adding in some lights here, sizing them down, I've learned that from James Turner, for sure. Oh, there we go, moving the house back so it's not quite up on the road. I'm putting it up on just, the smallest foundation I can. I struggled with that, apparently. Okay, and then, let's see. Work on the roof a little bit. I actually, here it is, I think so, yeah, here, this is, I paused it for a little bit, because I was working, and I was I don't really know what the roof looks like. I kind of did, but I had to go outside, that's what this pause is. I went outside to look at what the roof looked like on my house, so that I could try and create it, and I honestly, I don't think the roof looks great, but I think I did my best, so, it's fine, but, wow, I was really looking at the roof for a long time, I guess. Trying to see it from all angles of the house, I guess. I don't know. Eventually, I guess I'll come back to fix the roof. Okay, well, I'm back. Let's see. I think I worked on columns. Yep. Trying to find a column that I thought looked the best. I eventually finally, I think I ended up just going with the first one. And then put these back here. And then, okay, I struggled with the windows because I didn't realize until I actually, that's the living room there in the beginning, in the front, and it should be 5 tiles wide, but it ended up being 6 tiles wide, and I didn't want to have to, completely change the floor plan to fix it, and so when I actually go in, I changed those windows, and there's 3 windows in the front, but it actually ends up being 2 when I finish, just to make it as well as I could. Okay, this is the garage. And our garage actually is, lower than the rest of the house, but I couldn't get it to, fit well in The Sims. So the garage actually ends up being on a foundation, too, but there's no cars in The Sims, so, it doesn't really matter, We'll just pretend that it's on the ground. Because, obviously, you wouldn't have a garage on a foundation in real life, because, your car would have to, bump up into it. But in The Sims, it's okay, because, our Sims aren't driving anywhere anyway. And so also, since here I am working on the roof. I played around with the roof for a while. It looks kind of crazy right now, and then I realized that I built it way up high and had to restart. There we go. And I brought it down like this, and I actually realized that piece in the back wasn't there, so it's not the greatest, but that's actually kind of what it looks like in real life, so I think I got it kind of close, just adding that little part in. And then we have, just some black shingles on that match the shutters. But what I was saying was, when I go in to do, here I am, I'm doing the wallpaper. There obviously, since there's no cars in The Sims 4, there's no garage doors. So I tried to be creative, and I try to, make a garage door, kind of, with wallpaper, and it doesn't look great, but we'll just pretend. Yeah, I was trying to try and use a doggy door and size it up to look like it, but it just didn't it didn't size up correctly. So here I am. I used these like white block wallpapers and then some columns to make it kind of look like a garage door. You know, it doesn't really, but it's fine. Working on the back porch here with the columns. Gonna add some more windows in. Yeah, trying to get the windows right. Here's the windows in the front. See, I tried to make it 3 across, but then I was like, no. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll just do these. And then I remember that it was that weird 6 across. So I ended up just staying with these 2 in the end, even though there really are 3. And here I was working on doors for the inside. I had these just like 1-tile doors. And then I realized a little later that that's not going to work. And so I needed a door that took up 2 tiles. So I'm scrolling through here to try and find a correct door. Oh, and here you can't really see it, but I was looking for a front door, and I thought this one was going to be good. I later have to change this when I get to the inside because I realized that the door is not in the correct location. It'll get changed eventually, though. I played around with doors for a long time, just trying to find one that looked the closest to what our doors in real life look like. Oh, I started with that one on the back door, I do believe. Well, still looking at doors. Okay. Yes, the doors for the inside, I looked for a long time because the ones I originally had look like our doors in real life, but I needed ones that were 2 tiles. I think, yeah, I ended up going with these, even though they look a little fancier than the doors that we actually have, but I thought it was fine. And archways. Our archway is actually, the first archway is in the correct space, but the second archway is actually more on the right side, but with the 1 tile one, it just didn't look right, and so I ended up just making them both in the middle. It looks better that way. Oh, I changed the front door because I realized that the front door was not in the correct spot, and so now it is. I did get it fixed. I'm working on the wallpaper now. Pretty much all the rooms in our house are painted this gray color, so I kind of made all the rooms gray, except for my bedroom, my sister's bedroom, and our bathrooms. They're more fun colors. My sister's bedroom is like a bright fuchsia color, and then, the blue in my walls. And then our bathroom, I played around, has green walls. The walls are actually like a bright green. The green that I found in The Sims is not quite the correct color, but it was about the greenest one I could find. Yeah, that was going to be the closest to what the actual color of the walls are. Adding in some more doors and archways. I'm just replicating the garage on the inside as well. Then working on some flooring. The house is carpet except for there's some linoleum in the kitchen and then the entrance to the house and then the bathrooms. I'm just trying to match that. I was surprised that flooring there is actually pretty close to what we actually have. The carpet looks kind of blue on camera, but it's actually gray. I mean, it looks kind of blue in real life too, but it is gray, I promise. Oh, I paused again. Okay, here we go. Or I think we're gonna finally start furnishing here. So the couches and the couch and left seat that I chose, they don't match exactly. I would like to use this one, but it didn't look quite the same. So I ended up going with these ones. I used these in every build I built ever, but then honestly they didn't have a chair that matched it the exact same style. So I ended up going with the chair that does match the colorways, but it doesn't look anything like the chair that we actually have. I placed it down in a second. I wasn't super happy with it, but it was better than nothing. Let's see if I ever... Yeah, I searched for a long time. This one. I wasn't pleased with it, because the chair looks more like that, but I didn't use those couches, so I didn't want to just throw that chair in, because I thought it would look weird. Okay, and then the rug. I realized the rug overlapped the linoleum, and so I ended up changing the linoleum and making that corner on a diagonal, even though it's not really that way in real life. You see here, I played around with it for a little while. Ended up just going with that, even though it is more of a square instead of that diagonal like that. The rug right now is mostly red. I chose that color for a long time because the rug that we have is it has rectangles and squares like that are a lot of colors, but there is a lot of red on it. And I went with it, but then I realized it looks really weird, and I ended up changing it to brown at some point in this video. But it stayed red for a while. Got the TV there. Oh, and then this is the cat's little section in the corner. His scratching post and his toys and he has a bed in here. Oh, I forgot about the ottoman. I'm looking for end tables. Yes, we have these two old end tables that were my mom's grandparents that are in the living room. The living room, it looks kind of boring right now. I promise our living room does look better than this in The Sims. It doesn't look very good in The Sims, but it's hard to replicate, exact lookings. So I'm looking for lamps right now. We have these two lamps. We have an overhead light in our living room, but it actually doesn't work. The wiring's messed up. And so there's a light there, but it's kind of fake. And so we just have those big lamps. And then my mom has a bunch of cat figurines on top of our TV, so I made those ones there. I'm looking for the little cat bed. And I put a little mouse toy in his bed because that's where he keeps his toys, or mostly inside of his bed. Because he's usually sleeping on the couch or something. He doesn't sleep in his bed very often because Carrie keeps his toys. And then obviously our walls are covered in pictures of like family and stuff. And so I just found pictures of like that have people in them to put on the walls, because I didn't have pictures. I didn't have any custom content or anything because I play on PS4 and there's no custom content. So I couldn't have pictures like of our real people. So I just had to find some that would fit. And my mom always keeps lotion on the tables because her hands are always dry. And I put a little picture. And on the other table, my mom has this old there's a Grandpa the Clock in the corner, that's right. So I moved the cat toys over here. But my mom has, you see here, like a little stereo. And it kind of looks like this. So I sized down the jukebox and used move objects to put on the table. Like here I was looking at the rug again. And then going with red and then change it to brown. Because I thought the brown looked a lot better than the red. Even though there is a lot of red in it in real life. Oh yeah, put a little shoe rack by the door. We're working on now the bedroom. Oh, this is when I realized that I hadn't put closets in. That's a thing in real life that we don't always build in The Sims. But I forgot to put closets in, so I'm going in here now and kind of putting in closets. Even though they don't really serve a purpose in The Sims. They're just kind of decorative because they are a part of our house. So I was like, well, I have to put them in. Otherwise, the layout would be kind of messed up. So I added in the closets. I think we're going to work on the hallway now. Yes, we have these two little cats that are in the corner as soon as you walk in the hallway. I'm not really sure why. My mom has always been a collector of cats, so that's why. And then there's a little bookshelf. Not much in the hallway, then some pictures, which I'm searching through here. Once again, they're pictures of, like, family members, but I don't have custom content, so I just found pictures with random people in them. Yeah, pretty simple. And I think that's all I do in there, and then I go... Oh, I needed a shelf, apparently. Oh, yes, for the closets. Here, I'm working in my parents' bedroom right now. Putting in just some clothes. Hanging on the shelves in the closets. And then here I'm searching for, I put another bookshelf in. It's actually, I guess it is a bookshelf, but we don't have any books on it. It's just, like some decorative stuff. And here I was working on the bed. Their bed is part of this. It's all one big piece with the cabinets on either side, and then there's a mirror in the back. And I was trying to find a bed that matched the most. I ended up going with this one. Thought it matched the best I could. I looked at the colors, but this one was the best. So then I added the little mirror in the back, and then there's a desk over here. This one, I actually move it over a little bit in a second because I was afraid the Sims couldn't get past the bed. And then my mom actually has a chair here that's in the shape of a shoe. And I searched through chairs for a long time trying to find one that had leopard on it. Didn't find one, so I ended up putting this one in. I changed the color in a second. Yeah, did this one. And then I'm just looking for, oh yeah, I needed, they have Chromebooks. I was looking for the laptop, but the laptop is locked, so I had to put the sheet in to unlock it. I'm looking for blinds. I realized I forgot to put blinds on the windows. I go back and put blinds on, I think, all the windows here now. Yeah, you see me going through the house, just putting blinds on all the windows. And I put this little thing here. Just try to find some clutter items. I was going to put those in the chair. Usually we keep stuff just stacked in the chair. But we also keep some stuff on the desk. Because you know how stuff gets. It just kind of gets stacked up. And so I put those little shirts there. And some pictures above. And we go into the bathroom. It used to have gray walls like the rest of the house, but we recently painted them. And you see, I almost put those yellow counters down. My mom the counters used to be white, but she painted them yellow to match the walls. But I ended up choosing these because they're more of the correct style. And so I put those down. And then there is a shower tub combo here. I searched through the colors a little bit, but I ended up going with just the blue and white striped. Then put in some decorations to match. You see me, I work with a shelf here. I played around with this for a while. There's a little shelf above this that holds like extra hand towels on it. And I played around for a while, and then I ended up, I went with that one and then just moved objects to put those up there. And that's pretty much the bathroom. Although, no, I do add some more clutters, right? I add the toothbrush holders and the a little hand soap over here. Yep, there we go. And then, okay, so the kitchen actually, it was hard to replicate because I took out, you can see I took out those, like, 3 walls there, but it's actually, like, all the way across. There was, like, walls, but they're, like, have, like, shelving units, so you can see through them. And then, here is the dining room. Our dining room table, is round like this, and it's built for 6 chairs, but we only keep 4 around it. But the Sims wouldn't let me put them. I tried to get it in the correct way, but ended up it didn't work very well, so I ended up just leaving it as the 6 because it fit better. And there's a little hutch here against the wall, and there's actually a lot of cat pictures here because, like I said earlier, my mom used to collect cats, and so I just put these actually like photos of cats and stuff, like paintings, but I just putting like cat decals on the walls. There's even like a cat wallpaper trim, but I couldn't like replicate that in The Sims, so I just left the walls gray. And then onto the kitchen, I was looking for the cabinets for a while, trying to find ones that I thought matched the best. Yeah, because I must have gone with these in the end. The countertop's actually like a wood tone, but these were like the closest ones I could find. And then looking for a sink right now. I'm going to put some cabinets in. The cabinet clips into the fridge a little bit, but it is a full-size cabinet above, and so I was like, it was close enough, so I left it. The microwave is actually above the stove in real life, but obviously I can't do that in The Sims, so I just put it on the counter and then put a range hood above the stove. Okay, so I added a little dish drainer and some paper towels, and then over here we have like a freestanding pantry. But I tried to just replicate that with these hutches. Those are the same color. I know it doesn't look like it. It's just like the lighting made them look like different colors, but they are both white. And then I put some little art on the wall and a little mat. Just trying to find one that I thought looked the best. Put one by the front door because I realized that I had forgotten to do that. And then we're going to this bathroom here, added in that wall here, because that's where our shower goes. We actually don't use this shower. Which is good because I don't think it's even, you'll see in a minute, I don't think it's actually accessible to my Sims, but that's okay because we don't use it anymore at our house. So, see, I think the counter is blocking it, but it's fine. It's just kind of decorative because, there is another shower in this house, so it's not really that big of a deal. But then put in the washer and dryer in. Oh, okay. Back. There are cabinets above our washer and dryer. Move the toilet over because we had to put a litter box in for Bells. You'll see, I actually forget to put a cap, like a bowl in, but I do that later on in the video. So now we're just putting in some hampers. There's actually like a hot water heater there, but obviously I don't have that in The Sims, and we keep like hampers in our bedrooms, but it's easier in The Sims and a lot faster if you keep the hampers right next to the washing machine, so I just put a couple in there. And now I'm working on my sister's bedroom. Okay, I tried to recreate, we have these like diagonal triangular shaped shelves in the corner that our TV's set on, but I couldn't recreate that, and so I kind of gave up and I put in a bed, and then I put in a dresser for her and a bookshelf, and I eventually go back to the TV, and I couldn't get the shelving unit to work, so I actually take the TV from Tiny Living here and just place it on the wall And I was like, it's close enough. I put one in my bedroom too. We'll be there in a minute. And I was trying to finish up Brittany's room. She has a Christmas tree in the corner. Because she collects snowmen. And so she keeps a tree up all year round that has snowmen on it. And then I put a little snowman on top of her dresser in a minute. And then I put some clothes on the floor because she's kind of messy. She always has clothes everywhere. So now we're on to my room. I put my bed in the corner there. And then my bookshelves, my dresser. I put some art on the wall. Oh yeah, I have a shoe rack there in the corner. I put a mirror above it too. The mirror actually hangs on the back of my closet door. But I wasn't able to do that in The Sims, obviously, so I put it above the shoe rack in a moment. Putting in an end table, and I'm looking for a rug. I actually have like a black, like a fluffy rug, but I don't have the pack with that, so I just put in this like plain black rug here. And then here in the corner, this is a desk, right? I have a desk in this corner, but it actually has a keyboard that sits on top of it. But I don't have the pack with the keyboard, so I just left it as a desk, and I put a computer on it, because I usually have my Chromebook. I'm just putting some art on the walls, you can see. Okay, so I went ahead and finished off the outside off camera, and then added a few extra details to the inside that I had forgotten to put in. But I think I'm just going to give you all the tour now. So this is the outside. Kind of see the house. The roof does not look as good in the game as it does in real life. But, I tried. Then in the front we have our makeshift garage here because, the Sims 4 doesn't have cars. The side in the driveway. I have lots of flowers up here. They're all kind of the same in The Sims just because they didn't have, like, the exact same flowers that we have. And this big fountain is much bigger than the one that we actually have, but that's fun. But it's the closest kind of style. But let's go inside. So we go up the sidewalk like this to the front porch. Here we go. So some chairs. The mailbox. We have a mailbox that hangs on the wall. But obviously, I didn't have that opportunity for that one, so I just have this little mailbox here. So we come in the front door, and we are in the living room. Oh, yeah, the Sims are here, so they're moved in. So you walk in, the TV's here on the left. And in the corner we have, Belle's little bed and his scratching post. And, his little area over here, the clock, the love seat, and the couch, and the chair over here. Got some pictures on the wall. Some fun stuff. This is my mom as a Sim. She's just kind of chilling out. So then we will continue down the hallway here. The hallway is pretty standard. I'm showing some pictures, in this bookshelf. If you go up to the left here, there is a bedroom. Hang on, I'm in the wall. There we go. Go in the bedroom. You can see the desk here. This is not working very well for me, is it? So we have the bed here. I tried to make it like the bed's all this in one piece that has like the like cabinets on the sides and stuff. And I was trying to make it look like that. No, I think I got kind of close because it has drawers in the bottom and like the big top, like the big like hanging section on the top. So I got that in the mirror behind. There's a little bookshelf here. And then I got the closets. And then across the hallway is this little bathroom. And then these are actually, I left these empty. These are just like, they're technically closets, but the only thing in there is like the furnace and stuff, so like, I just left them empty. Then in the garage, we have a fridge out in the garage. And then I know that these are dressers, and I know that these are all like bookshelves, but I use them to symbolize like storage. There's a little workbench there. Yeah, and the side room just kind of has like the same kind of stuff. So we'll go back in on the garage, back into the hallway. If we go right, we are in the dining room. Our table is actually meant for 6 chairs, but it only has 4 around it normally. But the Sims would not let me do that. So I just let there be 6 chairs across, and that's fine. We have a little hutch in the corner. To the left, we have the kitchen. It's, pretty spacious, it's nice. The microwave is actually above the stove in real life. The Sims 4 doesn't give me the ability to do that, so I just put it off on the side. And then I have the fridge here. And we actually have like a pantry here, but I just put in some little hutches there to symbolize. And this goes out to the back door. Oh, there's Terry as a sim. Looks like he's gonna grill up some burgers. We have a hot tub here on the left. You know, left that. And then back here we have there's actually a little fire pit. We have like some chairs and like a fire pit here. And there's not a fire pit in my game, so I just used the Zen garden and I sized it up. So we'll go back inside. I put a little broom here. Our broom actually is on the inside of the house against this wall, but I didn't have space for it, so I just put it on the outside. We go to the left. If we go around the dining room table, we go in here. This is our bathroom that I showed my sister. The walls are actually like a bright green in real life, kind of like the color of like that's like around the Sims down here, you know. But the walls aren't quite as green as they are in real life. But I tried to get them as close as I could. Then we have the washer and dryer. I put a couple little hampers there. There are some cabinets above it that we store like laundry detergent in and stuff. And then we have the toilet over here in the litter box. And then the sink and the shower I don't think is actually accessible to my Sims. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think it is. But we actually like don't use that shower anyway, so you know it's fine to just be kind of decorative. And we go back out to the dining area. Then we'll start. This is Brittany's room here on the left. We have oh well, I'm in Brittany's room. Okay, apparently no one told me. But our walls are like a very bright fuchsia color. You might be wondering why I put a Christmas tree in, considering that it's May. But my sister collects snowmen, and so she keeps a little tree in the corner with snowmen on it, like all year round. And then she has her bed, and she's like her dresser and bookshelf over here, and then she has like a couple of these little like storage things around, so I put that there. And then the TV, I have a TV in my room too, and we actually have a shelf that goes in the corner here, like from this wall to this wall, and here on a diagonal. But I wasn't able to like make that in The Sims, and so I just put this one hanging on the wall. You know, I was like, yeah, that's close enough. So apparently my Sim is watching TV, even though it's not my room. And then I put a little snowman on here because my sister collects snowmen. And then we'll go back out, and over here is my bedroom. Oh, okay. Wow, and Brittany's in my room. Apparently we are flip-flopped. So some of you have probably seen my video on this channel where I redid my room last summer. And if so, you will probably recognize some of the items in here. These little things, I put three of these, they're just these paintings over here. These paintings here, but I sized it down and then made these ones. They're three different. And so they're different to represent. I have some little of these on the wall, but they have like quotes on them. And then I have a little blue guitar in the corner. And then I have a little storage thing right here. And I have the picture above it. Oh, I have a picture above it. And then in the corner, I once again have the TV because the shelf-in thing. And then this is actually, I actually do have, it's like this desk with the chair. And I do have a Chromebook, which is what this is representing, but I usually I have a keyboard that sits on top of this table, but I don't have the pack that has the keyboard with it, so I didn't put it in. And then I have my bed in the corner, the nightstand. I have a picture above the bed here, you can see. Keep getting cut off by the wall. And then I have a bookshelf here at the end of the bed, and then a little shoe rack. And I actually have the mirror actually hangs on the back of my closet door, but I was saying I can't do that in The Sims, so I just put it behind the shoe rack. And then I have my dresser over here with a little picture above it. And I mean, that's pretty much the house. So I hope y'all enjoy the video, and thanks for watching, you know, and stay tuned for some more. I'm interested in creating some more of these fun Sims videos to upload to my channel. So I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Hasta luego.